I think that they're in confliction. That's what my mind's telling me. Give me a brief second. Hold on. Okay, I'm back now. I apologize. Pulling out my journal. My journal says I was going to wait for the 950 macro to end anyway for market stabilization. So I missed nothing. They've gone sideways since this. Okay. Let's figure out where HVL is today. We're back in a positive HVL, so the candles are going to be smaller. Um, uh, Q's HVL is at 721. 0 to T HVL is at 727. That is correct. That is correct, Jay. You gotta go to WAP, Discord section, trading view indicators to see it. I will not trade without this. SPY HVL is at good job, Zero. But don't do that no more. SPY HVLs, both of them are at 742. Both of them are at 742. SPX HVL is where? SPX HVL is at 7405. 0 to TE is at 7400. Okay. Let me run a test limit order to make sure this is working here.
Order submitted.
The bot is going.
Order canceled.
I think that they're about to go higher and come here. I just think that they're gearing up. If they don't, then they don't. Then they prove it to me. You need to be on alert for this as well, though. Look at this trend line over here. Do you see this? You just need to watch this. This is going to come into the equation later. I promise you this is going to come into the equation later. So you just need to be on alert for that now. So if you long this right now to try and target this, this is how this can hurt you. I think that they have business to come up here inside this zone to come fill this gap. And I'm gonna put an alert over here on this gap over here on wait, hold on. What? Wait, they filled the gap on the SPY. What am I talking about? They filled the gap on the SPY. What the hell am I talking about? Y'all need to let me know something like that. Whenever I say something like that, they filled it on the SPY. On that push, what are we talking about? They just didn't maybe they just didn't complete it in full on the SPX to fully eviscerate everybody. So that's what they're coming back for. It's left slightly unrepaired on this SPX. They did it on the SPY. They did it on the SPY. They missed it on the SPX. So they might want to shoot it up over here for good measure on the SPX, which is the one that truly matters. This is the one that truly matters. So it doesn't change anything. They're still trying to come here to the zone. There's nothing to stop them. I still think they go higher. But what I would not do is short this. And the most dangerous thing I think that you can do right now is long this. Understand what I just told you. Why so? Because look at what we've done the last 30 or 45 minutes. I think that this is just about it for today. But just because the most dangerous thing you can do doesn't mean that you can't profit off of that. The most dangerous thing that you can do is hop inside of a metal cube and drive 100 miles an hour down the road because you're, in order to try and save 2 minutes worth of traffic time. That's probably all that you're going to save. Why so? Because if you make one wrong move, you will be unalived. You're driving in a 5,000-pound metal cube with glass surrounding you. That's not safe to be speeding in. But that doesn't mean that you can't do that. It's just understand the analogy I just said, please. But what I would not do is do that past a cop. There's a difference. So you can still do something that's very dangerous, but you need to understand. But you need to take calculated risk. The most dangerous thing you can do is long this. What I would not do right now is short this, because you can clearly see where they're getting ready to go to. I've been telling you this now for 20 minutes. You've been warned. They want to go higher and not lower. Be on alert. Watch out. You need to watch out and you need to be on alert. Oh. Don't jump into a bullet train that it gets correct. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Oh, sheesh. House got messed up last night, bro. That's crazy, Dean. I think they're about to squeeze this SPX higher still. I just think that they're monkeying around here. I think that they're trying to hurt people to like to open up positions up here at this top. That's all that I think that they're doing right now, if you ask me. In this environment, 100 in this environment, in positive HVL, 120 ticks may not is not going to come instantly. It's going to be like pulling teeth. I'm just warning you now. I would not short this. This is not something I would short. They're about to burst this through this high. They're curling this up like this for a reason. After this trend line is going to come into play. I promise you. So look out. While I am sitting here, I'm going to try to be productive. We need to be looking at this right now. There's nothing else matters. That chart that you're looking at on SPX is just going to be collateral because SPX is just going to go higher with this. So you need to be calculating that in your brain and have modest expectations. Everything that you're looking at is just irrelevant. SPX is going to drag everything, including the ES higher to fill this gap. ES, QQQ, NQ, and MNQ, and SPY are all going to go higher so that this can burst this through this high. There's nothing that's going to stop them. They're here. They did not come this far to only come this far. Don't be surprised if they do God body through that zone. And when they flash it, they're not just going to tap it. This time they're not just going to tap and immediately reverse like I did yesterday. They're going to do like a liquidation squeeze through that zone that's not going to stop. I'm warning you, do not short this. Shorting this right now is what I would not do. Shorting this is what I would not do. I repeat, I would not short this. But longing this is the most dangerous thing you can do. It's dangerous because you're long in the HOD trying to get a few ticks. Best case scenario. Not a few ticks, but you get the point. Because that's all that you can foresee. All that you can foresee is that they're going to go there. You don't know what they're going to do after this. You have no idea how much higher they're going to go. That's why it's dangerous. You have no idea. You can only see that they're getting ready to go there. You know, I'm telling you they're going to go there. That's all that you can see. Okay, so you don't know when QQQ or NQ is getting ready to kick in and start dumping. All right, so you've been warned. I'm getting ready to record this video for the Discord for the volume balance indicator. Give me a second. Good job, Mr. Maki. I'll call you Mr. M. Good job, Mr. M. Good job, sir. Give me a brief second. they keep teasing this. Yeah, I clicked on it, but it's just stuck saying, yeah, correct. It's saying the same thing for me right now. It was working last night. It'll be up. It's just that the server's just down. It'll probably be up in like another hour or so. I just clicked on it just now. Yes, you are correct. But that's how you do it, though. It is, but you are doing it correctly. I'm literally doing it right now. Look at that. Did you just see that? They've just completed that gap fill, and that's that liquidation candle through that zone. Did you see that? That's like the largest candle in like the last 20 minutes. I told you they were going to do so. Remember what I told you. You need to be paying attention. They just filled that gap just now. Did you see that? I told you they were going to go there. I did not think they were seriously trying to go lower. That's a liquidation squeeze through the high. They just filled that gap. Now you need to be on alert for a potential first presenter for them to start hunting sell side now. Now you can be on alert. All right? You need to be on alert now. The most dangerous thing you can do right now is to be holding on to a long now. And what I would not be doing after about 2 to 3 minutes is holding on to a long right now. Okay? They might come up into the 745 and come up over here past the zone, flashes past 745-ish. All right? So be on alert. They want to squeeze. They want to go higher and not lower. It's forcing QQQ to go higher, but QQQ is clearly not behaving in the same pattern. QQQ is done with the charade. QQQ was done with this charade. NQ, rather, is done with this charade. It's done with this charade. Be on alert. They want to squeeze this higher, it appears. They just filled that gap just now. This 1030 timestamp. I think that trend line starts to come into play in a little bit. That's what my brain's telling me right now. My brain's telling me that if you're long in this right now, that you're about to get hurt. I'm being dead serious. That's what my brain's telling me right now. Look at that squeeze. I'm going to short this on 4 contracts.
Order submitted.
And I'm going to try and get 120 ticks to the downside. After that liquidation push just now and past that 745 flash. This is dangerous right now, this trade that I'm in. You need to be waiting for it first presented. That is what's most safe. If you are unsure, you need to wait for it first presented. That's why I did not alert. Be on alert. That's like our break even.
Order submitted.
They're about to squeeze this, go higher.
Order filled. Order canceled.
They're about to squeeze this to go higher. Look at this market. No, they're about to dump this. Huh. Why is my FEG nephew Sam on? My gamma levels out. go higher, not lower. They're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They're not ready to go lower. They want to go higher. Look at this. Look at this SPY go parabolic. SPY is going parabolic right now. Stop. Stop. Do nothing. My newswire just said the Supreme Court just struck down Trump's birthright citizenship. Do nothing for at least 60 seconds. Wait. He just said that just now. Watch out. They could give God body any second. Be on alert. I don't know what that means. I think they better start hunting sell side right now. That's what my brain's telling me right now. I'm being dead serious. That's what my brain's telling me right now. My brain's telling me that they better start hunting sell side. Look at that. That trade would have went straight to the TP. That right there was just used to just stop me out at break even. Scammers. I was shorted on green.
Order submitted.
I'm shorting on 10 contracts and I'm going to try and get 80 ticks to the downside on the slippage. I need to be out over here. I'm going to short this on 10 contracts and I'm going to try and get 80 ticks to the downside on the slippage.
Order submitted.
Yeah, that's probably in the same area.
Look at that.
Order
Yeah,
failed.
here's 372.
Order canceled.
Okay, that was $330 off of this. I think that they're goofing around. That's why I almost quadrupled the size and I front ran it by a few ticks. So I front ran it by a few ticks and I would have got break even. So I am not trading like a beginner. I am exercising my sound judgment right now. Yesterday when I was trading like a beginner, I was right about the direction and I still ended up losing. So I'm exercising sound judgment right now based off of the size that I'm in. I would have got break even and they would have took this shit straight to the TP just now. If I didn't front run this by literally 3 ticks over here at this bottom. I'm exercising sound judgment. I can see where they're going. I'm up $330 on 20 accounts. Watch out. I am now going to drop down to about 3 to 4 contracts on this. I got back a third of my daily loss limit from that trade that I shouldn't have took a loss on yesterday from that terrible field. I am now going to play conservative. I'm now going to become very, 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 very conservative. Understand what I showed you? No, honestly speaking, I'm not going to push the envelope. I'm going to log out of these accounts right now. Hold on real quick. I'm going to log out of these accounts and wait for a solid setup, and I'm going to take it on my other Apex accounts. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Why? Because I don't care when these accounts get to the payout. I don't care. So I'm going to log out of these accounts. I legitimately don't care when these accounts get to the payout. I'm being dead serious. $350 a day off of these accounts is good enough for me. I don't care when these accounts get to the payout. I don't care. So hell, I could take 2 weeks off this. Why? Because just as long as I keep rinsing my other logins, I'll make like $22,000 a week. So if I can add an extra $22,000 a week, like 2 or 3 weeks from now, then that's fine. So, but I'm not going to push this envelope and potentially blow these accounts today. I'm going to just count this as a trading day. So that was my one trade of the day. 10 contracts, 80 ticks to the downside. 80 ticks on 10 contracts. I was getting ready to do 20, but if I lose another $1,000, I'll blow the account. That's what I was getting ready to do. Okay. So let me exit out of this and let me change my IP address. Give me a second. Hold on, give me a brief second. I gotta change the IP address. Gotta make sure I'm logged out across the board on everything. 9912. They might not be ready to go lower immediately. That may have been all that you got just to be safe. That right there was just my reasoning. Like, I just thought that they were getting ready to dump this 120 ticks. I still think that the most dangerous thing you can do right now is press this long button. So help me God. So help me God. That's what my brain is telling me right now. So don't be surprised when they dump this and they come down into the zone now. They're gearing up to go. I don't think they want to go higher. They've completed everything up here above. If they go higher, it's just a manipulation move, I believe. Remember when I say those things?
That's why
When
they
I start to
broke.
enter the positions, they start to dump. Remember what I said now. You've been warned now. You've been warned now. Let me pull up this trade card real quick. Still no first presented. It appears.
Oh, you wouldn't count that?
Huh?
I said there's one right here. You wouldn't count that?
I'm about to take a look right now.
I think we looked at both. That's just one, but
They're trying to go lower. They want to go lower, not higher. It's positive HVL, guys, so it's not going to immediately give you a God body dump. It's going to like bleed itself out. It's positive HVL. The market maker is hedging itself. So it's guys, this is not the same market that it was yesterday. Guys, we're back in a positive HVL. Just so you're aware that's what's going on right now. That's why like it's bleeding out like this. That's why like every green candle, that's why like the red candles are unsure. And the green candles are damn near unsure a lot of times too. Like the market maker is back to hedging itself. We're back in positive gamma. So just so you're aware that that's what's going on. The behavior has changed. The temperature of the market itself has changed. Just so you're aware. Okay. Just so we're all aware and we're all on the same page. No confusion. 80 to 120 ticks right now is a gift in this environment. It is a gift. Be on alert. They're about to bounce this now. That was your pullback. Is it still bullish? I don't think that I want to count that first presented. Did they snap that trend line? Y'all need to be on alert for that. I think that they're trying to go lower. That's what my brain's telling me right now. I'm logging into the other Apex accounts, the other Apex funded accounts now, excuse me. They want to go lower and not higher. It's positive HVL, so it's going to be confusing. You need to adjust your brain. This is not the same market as it was yesterday. And then I'm going to go over what happened so far today. Give me a second to connect. They want to go lower and not higher. Did you see how they inverse this? I would not have cut that trade. The beginner would have lost on this
Yeah,
trade.
I cut it and then I got back in.
Correct. The beginner would have lost on that trade because you're following the rule book instead of exercising sound judgment. That right there is exactly why the beginner got cooked yesterday when I was trying to trade like a beginner on purpose. And then once I started trading like how I think and like how you should be listening to inside this Discord, the trades ended up working out. But they ended up getting break even. One of them getting break even, but they still doing it. But they still did what I did. I mean, they still did what I thought they were going to do. It was just break even. It just wicked me out because they were just bullshit. They were just BSing. That right there proves my point exactly, and that's why you need to be listening to somebody. Someone needs to be giving you sound judgment, helping you along the way. And then you need to be forming and strengthening your own conclusions along the way as well. Hold on. Let me run a test limit order real quick to make sure this works.
Order submitted.
I got to run a test limit order to make sure this works. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay. It works.
Order canceled.
Excuse me. Okay. Ready to go. You need to be on alert. They pulled this market back 400 ticks from this high. Okay. I would watch out. I got this volume imbalance indicator working. I'm constantly checking it to make sure it's working. For it to be back on the line. I tried to short too early. Got cooked for 500. Only got 1,000 left on drawdown. What? Why did you try to short too early? Where did you short at? What was the timestamp? What was the timestamp? What was the timestamp of the position enter? This is very deceiving. You see how they're doing? You said they're bleeding it out versus like a few days ago, like they were stopping on the dime, like they would dump it like 800 ticks, like randomly, or not randomly, but like it would go. Like now, like it's confusing you because it's making you look like this is a pullback and they're to go higher.
Bro, I'm like, why is this like when I was here? Why they go back to the non-fun? This is exactly how I left the market, bro. After 4 months.
Exactly. This is dangerous. They're confusing you. I'm telling you, 120 ticks in this environment is gonna be hard as shit to come by. Then they'll stop it and they'll go higher. And every red candle will damn near almost be met with a green candle, either like literally like the next 60 seconds or like 2 or 3 minutes later of equal or greater value. This is positive HVL 941 short. $941 short. Who told you to short there at 941? OG Dragon. Who told you to do that? I'm being dead serious. Who told you to do that? Who told you to do that? Why would you short there like that ahead of a major news release at 9:45? Why would you do that? Did you not read this pre-market trading plan? Don't lie, because I know. Don't lie, because I'm gonna know the answer to this. Don't run. Don't run. I'm being dead serious. This is how you improve. This, I'm getting ready to show you the value of mentorship right now. I'm ready to show you right now. I'm ready to show you right now. You ready? Look. See this? By the way, I missed the pre-market meeting, so I got to go over right now. As they're goofing around, I'm looking at the chart right now. See this? Them keeping the market pinned like that until the close, since the last night at 9 o'clock. Them keeping the market pinned like that until the close tells me one important thing. They want to pop PCE data wick high at 3263, 3263.75. They're going to manufacture a way to get it done this week. Most likely on Wednesday, ISM, or Thursday, non-farm payroll. I didn't think it was going to squeeze it over 1% again. I said squeeze an additional 1% after a Judas swing of 2.5% seems unlikely, but I'm prepared for anything come jolts at 10 a.m. That means that never did I think that we're going to go lower. The HOD met the EOD, meaning precipitation higher, as in the market's going to trickle higher, through New York session is most likely. That pathway leads into SPX gap fill 623 at 74.74. 74.74 here. You see this? Right here. Once they completed this, now they're not trying to go any higher. Excuse me. You see this? Once they took the 74.74, look, they spent 5 minutes up here, now they're dumping. You need to compare your own intuition to this. I'm getting ready to prove to you why you need to be inside here right now. Reading this. I would not marry shorts through London session for extended periods of time. They're staggering news releases with PMI at 9:45 and jolts at 10. They're staggering them. Like PMI at 9:45 and jolts at 10. This right here is where you screwed up again. I'm getting ready to show you. I'm not trying to rub it in, but I'm not rubbing it at all. Like, this is constructive criticism, sir. Like, we're adults. You need to be a professional. We're a professional here in this environment. Best to gauge their temperature after the 9:50 macro closes. Anything can happen, but I think they have business higher overall. Again, that's like the 4th or 5th warning. Never near that said short this. I'm not operating under the premise we have to start dumping an intraday sell side. Again, that's like the 5th or 6th warning. We've been going down for almost a week straight. This multi-day buy-side delivery model is kicking back in now. They're done goofing around and ready to knock out multiple buy-side objectives. I'm doing EVA Instapass on Tuesday at 10. That was a success. That's the $3,000 that you see. Because I passed two fund accounts instantaneously. Today. I appreciate you. I appreciate your constructive criticism. I did not know news. That's another thing right over here. You see this? This was sent out last night. Jolt at 10 a.m. and then the PMI. Well, PMI wasn't here, but I told you PMI was at 9:45.
Good stuff, Matt. Check out the chat.
Not seen that. You need to be inside here, bro. I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm not trying to price gouge you, bro, on $59. But, bro, like, all jokes aside, bro, there's no way in hell that you should be in a trade and you didn't know that news was releasing at 9:45. There's zero excuse for that. You know now. So now the onus is on you. The onus is now on you personally as an individual. And you now need to make that decision. You now need to go, whoa, okay, I see what him and other people inside his Discord are doing. Is that something that I should, clearly I am missing things. That's not something that I would ever miss. You need to be with somebody that's going to put you on alert to these things. And sure, you need to trust your own intuition. Yes, that's fine. But you need to be considering the things that I'm saying and then using that to then either strengthen your confluences for what you already know or to disprove it. It is only going to make you better because I'm only going to tell you things that I see that they're doing. Like you see this trend line over here? I like how Rax just said trend line break. I told you this trend line was going to come into the equation later. This was another trend line play right over here. You see what I'm saying? Like there's zero. Hold on, look, let me read this. All my confluences lined up, but it was news that messed me up. I have no idea what your risk management was and the positioning that you were in was. I'm gonna have to see that from inside Discord. We'll blow the horn for Matt. Matt made $1,000 on all of his funded accounts. He made his money back. That was $20,000 right there. Matt just made from Discord. Yeah, Matt. Done for the day. Cole is up $5,600. Good job. What's up, guys? W code W Matt Cole. Good job. Bang on 8 accounts. Good job. Looks like this, Jesse. Yes, that's correct. It'll be back up in a minute. I'm watching. Oh, shoot. It's back up now. The trading view indicator is back up now, guys. Try it. Give it a try, Alan. The server should be back up now. I added a volume imbalance indicator for everybody that's inside Discord for free. You get to see true volume imbalances now. I added this. It's right here. You see this? It's called the true volume imbalance indicator. Excuse me. You have to go to the Discord page and then go to the indicator. But I'm gonna try and record a video right now. You need to be on alert. Look at how fast that candle moved just now. You need to go break even. I don't know what that was. That candle just moved very fast right now. You need look. Stop and look at the market. Stop and look at the market. You have a decision to make right now. You don't know what they're getting ready to do or what that information was. I don't even know. It has not hit my wire yet. But that is not normal. Okay? So if you're in a short, you need to start TPing out or you need to go break even. Trump could come out right now any second and they could process the information and God body shoot. You don't know. I'm warning you again. That candle was weird. I'm going to wait.
It jumped like that.
Okay. Justice Alito retires from the Supreme Court. That's what that news release, that's what that candle was just now. I don't know what that means. Both my wires said the same thing and they're opposite of each other. They're not the same wire. That's what that candle was just now. Okay, so that's what that candle was. I can't tell you whether or not that your confluences were right, OG Dragon. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you directly is that mistake that you made, you would have avoided that if you were inside here. If I stop you from blowing one funded account from inside here, that pays for an entire year's worth of memberships. You can't look at everything. That's why you need to be in a group that knows what they're talking about. That's what you need to be doing. You can't look at everything. You cannot. You cannot. And if you're seriously trying to take this seriously, then you need to be, trading with people that know what they're talking about. And you need to be able to ask questions. And you need to be able to bounce ideas off of said individuals. That's why you're in here. You're not in here yet. Bless my cash app, twin. No. It's my birthday. I have no family to celebrate with. I'm in foster care. I apologize. I used to be in foster care at some point in my life, too. I used to be homeless. I apologize. So I know it's serious. I apologize. That's why I say after every live stream, I know life is hard. I know it's not easy. I think that they're about to go higher right now and bounce this. Well, happy birthday, bro. Keep God in your life. Absolutely, Caleb says. Yes, absolutely, sir. We need to be on hyper alert.
So these two, we never tapped into his FPG on the left, the 15 and the 1.
You missed that 15. You said what?
Oh, wait, maybe on your chart. But what do you
Just missed that 15 just now.
get it
What's
at
your
15
question?
now? Oh, I was gonna say if we would have tapped into that too, like we're looking to go
Then I
back
would be
up
more convinced, yeah.
because this would be a first presenter. Oh shit, that's too big.
Yeah, then I would be far more convinced. Yeah. Learn how to trade with NQ, man. Turn your life around, yeah. Well, he's in a position to where he can't, well, he needs to, you know, improve his cash flow first, and then he can look into trading. But in the meantime, the biggest thing that he'll probably get from being inside here is the positive energy and the mentality change and the mentality shift. That's where he personally would benefit from. He's not going to benefit from the things that I'm telling him. He literally probably doesn't believe that people inside here are making $15,000 to $20,000 a day that have just started trading like a few months ago. Like, he won't be able to even fathom that. I'm being honest with you. Just based off of just a few $100s and some instructions. He won't be able to fathom that. So that's not even a part of his reality right now. The thing that's going to help him the most is just watching the live stream directly and just listening to the things that I say, and then that will allow him to then think outside the box, and then he can apply that logic and that reasoning to other areas of his life. And he can pick up on some cues and some good habits for what successful people are doing. Not necessarily the trading portion as of right now. He personally has several steps that he needs to realize before trading even becomes remotely a part of his reality. And I wouldn't even want him to join here, even if, like, yeah, not in that position. Just, a lot of times in life, you can want something, but you just may not be in the right position in life in order to take advantage of the blessing. And that's the unfortunate truth about life a lot of times. Like, a blessing could be slapping you in the face, but you just not be ready for it. Like, right now, like, if I showed, like, right now, look at Eva Instapass, for example. I can show you how to get an unlimited amount of funded accounts. But if you don't know what you're looking at, and if you don't know how to do it, and if you're not profitable, then you can't take advantage of that blessing. Can't enjoy your lemonade if you can't afford cups. That is correct. I like that. I would think about joining Disco, but I got to go to dinner. See you later. All right, OG Dragon. Go to dinner. Where the hell are you at? It's 11 o'clock. Where the hell are you located at? Venezuela? Just let the juice sit for now. Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. You just got to let the wine sit for now. You cannot enjoy that wine like this, but you can't enjoy the wine without a cup. So you got to let it sit. You got to let it brew. But don't spill it. Don't spill it by goofing around or by putting yourself in a worse position in life. I think that they're about to tag this 730 on this QQQ because they barely tagged it. That's what my brain is telling me right now. My brain is telling me that they're about to tag this 730 right now on this QQQ and then not be goofing around. What strategy do you use? Liquidity. I'm being dead serious. That's what my brain's telling me right now. We need to watch out. We need to be on alert. But I'm not going to jump this gun. I need a clear draw on liquidity. We're just tagged into this SIBI right over here. This ES is just looking parabolic. Look at that ES just squeeze into oblivion. I'm not going to jump the gun on this. Pure liquidity and ICT discretionary trading. They might squeeze this ES higher first and then go lower. I wonder how serious they are about this. Synapse not that damn trend line. What is that? Got these relatively equal double bottoms over here on this SPX, relatively equal, and they didn't sweep this. They might come for this. They might seriously come for this and attack this. But that would be guessing right now. There's nothing to indicate that they're going to do that. No volume balance, no nothing. NQ is trying to go higher too. There's nothing to indicate that.
Order filled.
I'm going to short this on 4 contracts right now with an absolutely horrendous fill just now, and I'm gonna try and get 80 ticks to the downside. I'm going to continuously look at that terrible fill that they just gave me. Jesus Christ, again. Like, bro, what the hell is that, dude? What the hell is that, dude?
Yeah, I was hoping to get him in that second Mississippi up top. Yeah, I feel it.
What the hell kind of fill was that?
There we go.
They're about to go higher. I don't know what kind of, I literally don't even know what kind of goddamn fill that was just now. I literally have zero clue what that was just now.
Order filled.
Going to add 4 more contracts onto this and be into 8 and try and target this lower drawn liquidity here lower. Off of that squeeze here higher. And that final push there.
And there's a trend line here as well to the downside, so this could be at the top of that third. That's really what I was looking for.
They're trying to go higher with this.
I like the trade just because you're shorting in a 1 minute order block. As long as the order block hold, I think we can get like a move to the downside.
I'm trying to target
I'm
33.45.
right now. That's my
3:41, 3:45.
Like I'm unsure if this, like I'm just unsure if this is ready or not right now. That's my only thing right
I took a short here too.
What you looking at target? My TP's at
now. It's also a
3:49.
5 minute basic.
Yeah,
Doing it on
exactly.
ES.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Got it. Let's go. This is simple. This is regular.
You're gonna have to watch out for that 5 minute,
Order filled.
3051.
I have to reduce my size on this.
Yeah, 351.
I had to drastically reduce my size on that.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
I'm gonna slightly cut this
Ooh.
at break even. I just
Yeah,
want to get break
this
even. I don't
this
like
zone
that.
right here should be cut it or break even because they tap into a 5 minute.
No, I don't like that. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I had to cut. I don't like that. I had to cut that at break even. I can reevaluate this later. I think I'm about to squeeze this. They're about to squeeze this. ES is about to go high. I don't like that. I'll re-enter later. I had to get out of there. I got out of there break even on all the accounts. I had to get out of that. I don't like that at all. Excuse me. I don't like that at all.
And they trying to keep like a small little trend to the upside, which is weird because I mean it's not weird. The time pretty much match with a front run of the 1150 based on my back testing, just based on my back testing.
I don't like that at all. I got out of there at break even. No money lost. I just don't think that's right. I'm exercising my own judgment, my own my own market feel. I don't like that. See that? This ES is trying to break loose and go parabolic. They're trying to hurt people that don't have market that don't have serious market understanding. I'm being dead serious. Like that's why I cut that at that bottom like that. I was in 8 contracts. I would have got hurt just now if I did not exercise that judgment and cut that shit right away at this bottom at break even. I would have got cooked. Look at that liquidation squeeze into that high.
Yeah, we just got a small SMT with ES too.
Yeah, I see it. Small one, yeah. Be on alert. That's dangerous. Thoughts on BlackBerry? I'm not paying attention to that. I used to trade that like 15 years ago. You see the volume balance? Hey, did anybody log into that volume balance indicator yet? Let's double check that. Hold on, let me go on mute.
I think I'm
If
gonna run
they
this back.
if they break those highs, it would change character to the upside, and that would be crazy.
But the ES broke the high. Actually did.
Yeah, I'm downloading it right now on TradingView, that volume imbalance indicator.
SPY has a volume imbalance at 744. I doubt that they would leave that because this is huge.
get back into the short.
I don't know if I would go against this higher high, higher low trend they got going on, but at the same time, kind of want to see if SPY want to pull back and fill out that volume imbalance. It's a gap also.
I'm back. I'm back. Hold on. Yes, yes, I did eval instant pass. Dev, I did it. It worked. It it just wasn't instantaneous, but it worked. There, it worked just as well. It was perfectly fine. They're gearing this market up in order to make a move. I'm unsure what that move is right now because I don't have a clear draw on liquidity either way. This is a sideways market right now. I'm getting ready to post this video. Guys, the true volume balance indicator was just sent out inside Discord. It's right here. Follow the instructions, please, on how to connect it. If you're still confused, then DM me individually if you're still in here. If 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 something is confusing to you, which it should not be, but still though, DM me, including Diego or anybody. It's right here. You see this? It's right here. Watch this video. It's right here, please. It automatically plots the volume balances. You see how there's an 18 right here? You see how there's an 18 right there and it gives you the timestamp? Now you know that there's an 18 right there. This is what Grant needs to be using. Okay? If you are confused, you let me know.
Yeah, they do have it on TraderVate. I got one marked right here on NQ. 33. It's on 3317.50. Is that the same
What?
volume and balance?
Where? On what? FVG?
NQ. No. For NQ. So it won't work for NQ if I have it like directly overlaid on the chart.
There's no volume balance on NQ.
Okay.
There's none here, and I actually have it working over here. The volume balance is where there's nothing's been traded. What you're going off of is that you're going off of what other people are talking about volume balance. Like I'm talking about a true volume balance. So no, there's none on NQ. I'm looking at it right now. There isn't one. Why? Because every single candle's been overlapping, one way or another. Every single one has been overlapping. Yeah. Excuse me. Look at that. They want to go higher. Yeah, brother. Download this app, or I'm not sure what platform you trade it on, but for TradingView, it shows it right here. It's right there. See that? And it literally says right over here. Look, you can see it. Look, it says untraded gap between 74.6886 and 74.6904 equals 0.18. That's the difference. And the timestamp 1107. It literally gets almost no clearer than this. This is insane. It's free to every single person that's inside Discord. If you obviously unsubscribe from Discord, the robot will automatically kick you out. But I'm not trying to price gouge anybody to be in here and shit. It is what it is because you can calculate them yourself. But with this, oh my goodness, this is so much easier. I don't even want to do the math because I can see it now. I promise you. So like, I won't even forget anymore. Now I can see exactly where they're getting ready to go. This honestly speaking, this to me, this is 1B to the 1A of this FVG indicator. I will never trade without this now. Be on alert. They're about to squeeze higher and break this out. Where's Intel at? My news where I said Intel. Intel is up 7 percentile to 140. He just said that just now. Look at the Nvidia up 1.5 and the Apple up 2.5. Look at that goddamn Lululemon. I'm funding the first 5 people to message me with. God did. I think they're about to go higher. I think they're about to break this loose. That's what my brain's telling me. My brain's telling me not to short this. And that may not be a smart idea. They might break this higher.
Man, I want to short this.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about shorting as well.
Yeah, my brain's telling me
Take
that's
it
not
too
a smart
much.
idea.
I think they pull this back and then 1150.
Now with this SPX relatively equal double top here, like why would they not break this out and then go lower? That's what my brain's
To
saying.
1150 inverse.
Not a good idea right now. My brain's telling me that QQQ is trying to go lower, yeah, but SPY is just on a one-man wrecking mission right now. Look at that volume balance over there on that damn SPY. Look at that. That's a 12. Look, you see that? That's a 12 over there on this SPY. Look, this is going to come into the equation later. Let's put an alert right here.
So I was always thinking like, if 1150 is bullish, is that still a trampoline for the objective that you're talking about, you know? And if that were the case,
They're about to come back for this later. They're gearing this up. They're gearing this up. I just seen it. That's a 12 on SPY. I'm thinking that they pop this high and then they come for it.
Got a
It's a
trend line
12
on.
on that SPY. Look
Trend
at
line on. Trend line on NQ to the downside.
I didn't
Got
even
about
see it
three.
until this indicator.
I see that too.
Do you see this? Do you see how useful this indicator is? Look, it literally shows it to you. It literally shows you it's a 12. Look, close at 02. Lower this candle is 15. That's a 12. It is literally plotting it. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Wow.
Hey, you got a trend line on the NQ right now to the
I'll
downside.
take a look. Yeah, see that. Look at this. Immediate term trend line. This might come into the equation after they pop that high and scare people out. I think it will come into the equation, as a matter of fact. We need to watch out for that. SPY just popped this high again and stopped at, oh, it's close. It's about to. 745.35, 745.35. They're about to pop this high right now. We have a perfect double top if they displace from this zone, so they're going to go higher. One way or another, everything results in them going higher. They want to go higher, not lower. QQQ is trying to go lower. That's why SPY is squeezing right now. But I think SPY wants to stop these people out and then go lower. Why? Because I don't think that a lot of people are paying attention to what QQQ is doing. Proud of you for making it. It's very nice. Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, we should add to our charts. If you're confused, or guys, listen. If you're confused, or if you're inside Discord right now, from the old legacy, or there's anything, and you are still inside, and you are inside Discord right now, and something is wrong, you DM me, and then I will give you DM me your TradingView username, and I will DM me the username, case sensitive, and I will invite you and I will add you to that right now if you're listening to my voice from inside Discord. You can't DM me if you're not inside Discord. So if you're on that TikTok and you're going, I'm gonna shoot you a DM, and as though like I can't tell, well, I don't need to tell because the robot will not allow you to DM me. Okay, so you have to be you have to share the same server as me, and to shoot me a message, as in the NQ Insider Discord. Why? Because people won't even invest $49 for 3 months worth of information or knowledge, or $59 per month. And then like what they'll do is like they'll shoot me DMs. Like those people are the most ridiculous. Why so? Because like they'll ask me 15 questions and they'll be like, hey man, teach me how to read candles. Or hey man, what would you talk about that with that liquidity? And I was like, and I mean, and I go, what? You mean liquidity? And they go, yeah, liquidity. Oh, well, those candles, show me. I see you making some money. Can you teach me? And I go, well, that knowledge center is there. And they go, well, no, I'm good. But yet they want my opinion though, and they want to DM me, but they don't want to be inside here and invest in knowledge education. See what I'm saying? So those people cannot DM me, because why would I do that when I can give it to the people for free that's inside here? I will never charge you anything while you're inside here. No indicators, no nothing. I sat back and there was a microsecond within me where I was like, should I charge like $50 or $100 one-time access to this indicator? This indicator can change people's lives. Should I do that, or should I give it to the people for free? And then I was like, nah, I'll give it to the people for free if you're inside it. I was up till 4:30 in the morning last night working on that. I still had enough time to do eval instant pass today. You need to be on hyper alert. They're about to squeeze this past this high. Watch out. They're about to burst this through this. Well, they already bursted through the high. They already took it a double top. 745.35. 745.36. They took it out. 745.35. They took it out. Watch out. And they'll pop this high too just now. They about to, what's this? High of this candle is 745.41.75. 741.50. 741.75.50. Okay, this is relatively equal. They might burst this higher here. Why? Because this is relatively equal and they didn't eclipse this yet. I still would not short this. I think they're about to burst this higher in a minute. Then go lower. No, DM it to me. DM it to me, Latanya. Shoot me a DM, please, so that I can check it because I might lose it inside the chat. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. If you're listening to my voice right now, shoot me a DM from inside Discord. It is locked. What's locked? What is locked? I was just DMing you this morning about the. Guys, it is asking for this. Do you see this? Guys, if you come over here and if you click on Trading View, this is the username that you send me. You see this? You see how it says capital NQ Insider? If I put NQ Insider in lowercase, it will not work. So I need to know the case sensitive username. How you do that? You click this and you go to your profile. When you click on your profile, it says this. You see this? This is what you DM me for the Trading View access indicator. You see that? That's what you DM me. NQ Insider. If I put NQ lowercase Insider, it will not work. Right here. All right. That one. They want to go higher and not lower. As SPY wants to burst through this high. Close at 16. Why did this thing not calculate that through? That's a 3.
I get in on a long, trying to target 1150, sort of like safety.
Times to 1133. Close at 83. Low at 86. It didn't plot this 3. Now, obviously, this is just a version 1. But the version 1 is clearly showing that was just that 3 that wasn't there. Look at that burst through that high just now. They want to go higher and not lower.
E on the WAP profile, right? You got the top that say you're at, and then the other one that just says the your initial. Do I send both or what it is?
On
I
the
know you
WAP?
explained it.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, let me show you. I'm DM you right now on the
If you want to WAP, click Claim Access. Go to Trading View Indicators. Click the Trading View Indicators section,
yeah.
and then click Claim, and then put your username in there. Your Trading View username.
Let me see real quick.
Yeah, no, I think you're done, Colt. much for Discord? $59 per month. That's nothing. Or a lifetime fee of $2.99. That pre-market that pre-market plan alone, like I probably say, 3 or 4 days of that alone is worth a lifetime membership from the site. Because I told you they were going to go higher today.
There you go. I got it, big dog. That was clear, simple, clear, simple to the point.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Look at this pre-market trade, man. Look at this. Just watch Eddie Bullis fund at 3K. Damn. No, that's not funny. Damn. We put a broken heart. Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. What you gotta do is type thank you inside or on top and scroll down a little bit and you're there.
5 more evals passed after the big trades earlier to secure 3 payouts and winning days times 8. I'm taking my money from Orange Man and running for a nap. Training later. Love you, my dog. And rest of the family, stay green. I don't need a big day. I need another good day. Good job. He has lifetime membership. One trade. One day. Pay for everything. Those are the TPT accounts I'm assuming. There are 5-point bowling balls in the queues at 10:45 candle. Yes, there is. Wait, 10:45. Yeah, but they filled it. That was at 11:09 or something. Yeah, they filled it. Obviously, I'm going to release some editor notes along the way. The indicator is going to do nothing but improve along the way, but still. I think that they're about to start on sell side. I'm being dead serious. I think this trend line is about to come into play.
Order filled.
I just shorted this on 10 contracts, and I'm trying to get 50 ticks to the downside off of this move with this potential trend line in the play. To the downside with this trend line.
All right, so I got to claim it and everything, but I'm trying to look for it now. I believe it was well, it's supposed to be automatically added to it because I don't see on the indicator search. I don't even see it. That's like the only part that I'm missing right now.
Close out your trading view and then reopen it.
All right, I'm gonna do that right now.
Is that deep?
What's good, Chilo?
What's up, Dean?
I fit Chilo.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What's up, Phantom?
What's
Let's
good,
get
my
some
boy?
hype in the chat, y'all. Wake up. It's like 11:40. Wake up, everybody.
I've been up since 6:30. I'm up about 1,300 already.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Out, out on the ping or the volume imbalance field. There was a 7 there lower, but the
Oh,
volume,
you took that too?
but the indicator didn't necessarily plot that, so I gotta make adjustments. It's only plotting the direct ones like this that were like this. So I need to improve that script a little bit. How much money we get? Trading day done. That was $209. Another $200 day. I'm at 15 accounts. I've accomplished my goal across every single last one of my accounts.
Yeah, should have took a long right there, right after that inverted hammer.
Took that short, bro. Right with you, man. That thing, 200 for the day so far.
I was out over here on
Yeah,
the
I'm
E.
up. What was 1,200?
Good job, fam. Might be done today.
200 and two blown accounts off of those pools.
Oh,
Okay.
from this morning.
Yeah, man, them things is like, I was trying to put my trades in, but it doesn't let me adjust the setting real quick, or my stop loss is really quick. And by the time I get ready to go in, it don't let me.
Snap this trade.
Yeah, I got screwed on a trade this morning. I had I only made like $35 on the trade, but my 2 follower accounts lost money. I don't understand it. I wrote the Replicon of robots about it, but my leader account made $34, and 2 other accounts lost $7.10. Don't make no sense to me. I mean, it's not like it was much, but it just wasn't acting right.
You need to be on alert. There's a 12-point volume imbalance over here. SPY is trying to roll over right now. They're taking turns. QQQ trying to go higher right now, but I think QQQ is lying. Why? Because I think that SPY is a 12-point volume imbalance right over here that I can see. And it's trying to go there.
All right, so I logged on just for FYI for people that still haven't got it in yet. So after you do every single thing that's on the WAP page, when you go to Trading View, it says invite only. That's where I found it.
Correct. It's going to be under the invite only section right here. This is
What's
it
it
right
called?
Here. It's called True Volume Imbalance. It's going to be under invite only. You got to search invite
And then
only.
the
Right,
NQ inside.
Yeah, because you won't be able to access it without it. What's up, J-Rod? How you doing, brother? I miss you, J-Rod. You doing all right? Be on alert. I think they're getting ready to dump this and come in. I don't think that they're seriously trying to go higher. I think that they're lying to you. I'm being dead serious. The most dangerous thing you can do right now is long this, and what I would not do is long this.
What's an indicator you're looking for?
That's okay, Jesse. We might need to figure out what's going on in regards to why you're losing. Let's try and figure it out. Like what happened? What was the reason why you lost today?
I put that on the chat, y'all.
What happened?
All right, cool.
They're about to go higher. You've been following for 1 year. Congratulations. This is your 1 year anniversary, Daddy. Your daddy won. Day. 1 year anniversary. You've been following for 365 days, my man. Wow. Have we not been able to convince you in 1 year that it is worth it? 1 year you've been following. I clicked on it. 1 year. Thank you. Account is down 500. I haven't seen a red day in over a week. Ego is getting them in right now. Maybe walk away. Yeah, you're gonna have a losing day. Maybe not. Maybe today's just not your day. But come back tomorrow. It's okay. You can't win every single day. You too, bro. I've been putting in the work, averaging 2 to 5K per day now. Appreciate all the help. Oh man, you just made my day, J Rod. Come on now. Don't get me cheesing. Don't get me cheesing now. Don't start me cheesing now on this screen, boy. Come on now. I'm proud of you, boy. We'll blow the horn not only for you, but for everybody else that made so many today. Other account is up 160. I'll call it a truce. Yeah, call it a truce. Look, they won. Look to me like they're goofing around. I've completed all my objectives today. I made $350 on my other accounts, like, cause I got like 18 accounts. Like I really don't. I'm really not pressed when they get to the payout. So I'll just make $350 a day for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then like if they get, then when they get to the payout, they just get to the payout. So like I'm gonna try and do like 1 or 2 trades a day on that max. Then I'm gonna switch over to my other accounts, and my goal is to make $200 per day for 5 days. And then some days I might do 210, like I just did today. Other days I might do 250 to 3, like yesterday I did 350, because it was 2 trades of 180, almost 200 on 3 micros, something like that. Anywhere from, but it'll range anywhere from 210 to about 350 a day for 5 days. And then I know that that means that I can request anywhere from $1,100 to about $1,200 per account after 5 days. So to me, on those accounts, that's like $12,000 every week. For $12,000 for about 5 trades. So every 5 trades, I get paid about $12,000. So I'm not going to goof around with that. I could very well goof around and trade a little bit more. Like I swear to God I could, but I'm not going to do that because I now have to do that for 3 more days and I make another $12,000. I'm not going to goof around with that. Who in their right minds with that? I don't give a damn how much money you got. This is better than trading cash. There's nothing that's better than this. Because one of my boys, Dev, asked me yesterday, he was like, bro, when you gonna get back to trading that cash account? My cash account can't do this. I would literally have to be trading with like 3 or 4 million in capital in order for me to do what I'm doing right now. And I'm not gonna put $3 or $4 million in capital behind this. Why would I do that when why would I do that when I can just risk like $1,000 or $1,500 if all hell breaks loose? But every week I get rewarded with 20 bands. Why would I do that? So I'm not gonna do the contrary. I am going to risk $1,500 to $2,000 in accounts, and then I'm going to continuously keep on rinsing and repeating that over and over again nonstop, just until I just can't do it no more. And then when I blow the accounts, I just start all over, and like instantaneously, like I'll just instantaneously start all over again. You can learn how to do the same whenever you're inside here, but that's not the portion. But that's not the end all be all. We need to get you profitable, and we need to adjust what it is that you're struggling with, step by step, piece by piece, day by day, mentorship by mentorship. We will mold you into being a highly profitable trader, and everyone's journey is slightly different. Everyone's journey is slightly different. Don't compare your journey to somebody else's. It took literally, it took me 6 or 7 years in order to figure this out. Of nonstop. I used to stay up till 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning every night working, until watching this stuff till my eyes were bleeding. Just like how I was up last night working on this indicator. I used to do that every single night. I used to cry myself to sleep every night because I was losing so badly and I couldn't figure out why. Now, the things that took me almost a decade to figure out, I just give it to you now, and it doesn't want to take you a decade. Because you just have to listen, and you just have to, just maybe, several months maybe? But if you don't got several months, then spend a lifetime doing whatever it is that you're doing. If you don't have several months to lock in and to stay focused, then spend a lifetime doing whatever it is that you're doing. That was not a grammatical error or a hyperbole. I was being dead serious. Listen to what I just told you. They want to squeeze us to go higher and not lower. I'm not going to goof around with them. $500 times $500 basically times 20 accounts. Because 200 times 15 and 300 times 20. I'm not gonna goof around with these people, man. $200 trading day is all I need. Nothing more. Not a penny more. trading for trophies. I'm done for the day again before 12 o'clock. This is how I was trading before I started live streaming. I would just be done before 12 and I'd just be running up the money. I would do this and I would take 2 or 3 trades and I'd be done before 12 and they can do whatever they want to do. I just go goof around for the rest of the day. And I didn't even come on live stream until 10 o'clock almost. I didn't even go live till like 10:15. I've been goofing around for like 90 minutes.
What up, E?
What's up, Fire?
How you doing today, bro? How you looking today?
Native, you tough. Mine doesn't have that option where done for the day, account pass. Good job, Native. What's this? What does it say whenever you? What does it say whenever you click this, Latanya? Whenever you click indicators up here at the top and you try to search it. What does it say, Latanya? Try to search true volume and balance, or search my username. Search my username NQ Insider. And please like the script if you can. Boost it. Just please like the script. What does it say? Let's go, bro. I learned to scale horizontally instead of over leveraging vertically. Exactly. That to me is the true way. You need to scale horizontally, not vertically. That is 100%. Because when you over leverage vertically, it changed the entire dynamic of trades. But if you can learn how to make 3 to 5 hit bangers on 3 to 5 micros at the most, and you stay down for like a couple months, and then you just add more accounts, you just do the same thing. There's nothing that you cannot do. Dude, you can make $40,000 a week, literally off 3 to 4 micros. Like, what more else would you want in this reality?
You're damn right about that, E. I'm making, bro, $1,000 off a cash account every day now. I'm gonna take that advice you just said, and I'm gonna do it on the prop. But I gotta treat the prop like my cash account, because I fuck around too much with it, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, sometimes I over leverage on this shit, but like I'll be up. Like last time I was up like 16,000. And I took one payout, but then I wanted to turn the 16 into 32. So I fucking over leveraged.
Greed will get you every time, buddy.
Yep. I should have took what I got.
I didn't invite
but
you right now. I apologize.
Yeah, you should trade your evals just like you trade your cash accounts, buddy.
I know. I gotta stick to that psychology, because
it's not just psychology. You found a system that works, so you should stick with it, except instead of trying to over leverage and make more and more.
You guys definitely right, because on the cash, I don't get it. On the cash account, bro, I'm trading so perfect, bro. Like too perfect. Like I caught that longs last night. I held that shit, bro, and I'm up another freaking 1,500 for the morning, and that's it. I'm good.
Yeah, good for you, man.
But like that's cash account, and I didn't trade the prop today. Like I gotta trade the prop exactly like that. You guys are right, but I don't know what goes in my head, man. Like when I'm on the prop, like yes, I get my payout, but then when I go, like I see like I could double this shit, that's when I fucked up.
Yeah. You gotta stop trying to fill that big bucket and fill
I
your
literally
cup.
go to the same thing, boy. That's why I was
fill
telling
your
you the other day.
Because like the small payouts is easy, but like when I'm trying to reach like 30, 40K, like that's where I get psyched out on. Like so far I've been making it to 15, but like hitting the 30, 40K, I don't know, man. Like I get psyched out on it for some reason.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah, like I would be
it's
good.
a psychological thing, you know.
Y'all see the
Yeah.
trades I be putting in and stuff like that, and I send it to the chat and everything, right? And I get boofed on and stuff, bro. Cause I be trying to do the same exact thing, man.
I gotta work because it's like the money management on a cash account is completely different. Like I trade the freaking prop like when I'm trading evals, and I trade my cash like when I'm trading a funded. So it's like fuck, like I fucked up
Yeah,
shit now.
that's not good. That's not good.
So I gotta fix that. I gotta treat them all like just cash account and done.
Yeah, yeah. Treat them all like cash accounts.
You know what it is? I think it's because we so used to seeing them numbers. When we go back, it's like, man, it's not enough. And then I had to get comfortable with the fact of getting 250 to 300. That's still six figures a year. We keep on doing it right.
Oh
So it's
yeah,
not like no
definitely.
trade going right. It's just, we want a little bit more. And then that's when stuff happens. And
Yeah,
it
that,
be
that
good
You know,
trade too,
it's like
bro.
you see that 16 and it's like fuck, like if I do this one more trade I could just double this shit and then everything goes sideways.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm not satisfied.
Instead of instead of saying to yourself, "Hey, I'm going to take one more trade." When you take your trade, just up your contract size a little bit, and that's how you'll get there.
I
You
gotta
don't
do
you
that.
don't want to take your chances jumping back into the market when you already made so much money. You're just asking to get wiped out.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I'm,
when you
Yeah,
I'm
so
in
I gotta
person
do
when you
that.
though.
have a good setup, that's when you
Yeah.
can just add a couple more contracts on there, and you'll get there.
Yeah, like even this morning, like I added one contract into it, basically when market went up,
But
Yep.
and
Tanya,
I was good, bro.
but
Like,
Tanya, it says that you already have
Oh man,
access. You
this
see?
morning was
So refresh it. So
phenomenal.
exit out or like exit out of it, please, and then exit out of it, please, and then just refresh it, please. It says that it literally says that you already have access to this. See? It says that you already have access to it. Like I'm looking at it right now. So 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 literally just exit out of trading view and click clear cache and refresh it. Click clear cache if you can, or if you're on the internet browser, just refresh it and like it should be there. Just come over here to indicators and then just click invite only and it should be there. Everybody, if you refresh it, it should be there. It's under the invite only. Sorry about that. Anybody else? What's going on with Velo? Trading view. Let me add Velo. Velo, I just added you just now to the access group. Can I get an invite? Okay, yes. I'm gonna do it right now. All in. I just did it just now. All in. Done. Okay, I'm gonna add Dev to it. Dev is done. I did it, Dev. Okay, who else DM me about it? Okay, that's it so far. How much money do you need to leverage in order to make $40,000 per month? If you understand what you're doing, it's not about. If you understand what you're doing, you could literally start out, dude. I'd probably say to like to get there within like 30 to 45 trading days, which is about 2 months time, because there's only 20 trading days in a month. You should only be trading like 17, 18 of those days. I'd probably say 2 months. I'd probably say with what I got going on, with how I show it, like how you can do it, like you can, bro, you could be there literally with like $1,000, $1,500. But if you got less than $1,000 or $1,500, and if you're not profitable, or if you got less than $1,000 or $1,500, but both require you to understand what you're doing, how to manage your risk. So like you need to be paying attention, you need to be in a group. But if that's not the case, then it's going to take you about, I'd probably say 3 to 4 months to scale up, because you're going to have to start out with like, $200, $300, $400 in accounts, and then pass those accounts, and then get those accounts to pay out. Once you get those accounts to pay out, you need to still act as though you're poor. As in, like, don't go to the club and just start buying Don Julio in the club with your payout money and start upgrading your lifestyle immediately. If you get a $1,500 payout, you need to pocket $500 of that money and be willing to invest up to $1,000 into more accounts to then do the same thing. And then from that second payout, and from having 3 to 5 accounts, on your next payout, you're talking about making anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000 because you got 3 to 4 accounts total. Wait, hold on. I just clicked on that profile. You're not even following me. So I'm not sure if, like, I can't even tell if you're listening right now. So I just went on this long explanation. I'm gonna stop. Because I don't even know, like, literally, like, I don't even know, like, if you're still listening right now. Like, I can't tell that from the TikTok studio. I can't tell. I need help getting there. Oh, okay, you see, it's still here. Okay, yeah. So, it's not about the money. See, people think like it's about the money that comes from it. Like, stop thinking of how much money it costs. The initial cost is the cost after the fact is irrelevant. You need to be looking at the cost it costs you in order for you to get to that first or that second payout. That's how this is calculated. Everything else is just collateral. The money that you make from the payout is not your money, it is the collateral. So if you make $10,000, you really only made like 7 or 8. Stop thinking you made 10. You made 7, but you're putting 3 off to the side as collateral to continuously fuel the addition of more accounts. But if in order to make 10, all you did was just put in like $1,000 or $1,500, why does it matter that you're putting $3,000 up to the side for? I'm being dead serious. Like, why does it matter? You need to abandon that mentality. Everyone needs to abandon that mentality. I know that it sounds weird in order to think of it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know it sounds weird. Because, like, bro, what are you talking about, man? I just spent $2,000 on those accounts. I spent $2,000. No, you did not. Because the original investment that it cost in order to get that was like $1,500, bro. You made $10,000. So every single payout after that fuels the addition of more accounts. It's just collateral. That's how you need to be looking at Discord. I'm being dead serious. Yes, you are paying $59, but if I stop you from blowing an account, or like if you can ask me a question, you need to look at that $59 as collateral. It pays for itself. Each payout fuels the next and the addition of more accounts so you don't go backwards. That's how this works. Like right now, this second, if I blow 40 funded accounts, it is probably going to cost me about $5,000 to get. If I'm making $30,000 a week, do I give a shit about $5,000? No, I do not. I'm being dead serious. Just stop and just think about that. Poor people will go, bro, I got to pay $5,000 in order to get 45 funded accounts again? I'm not doing that shit. No, I'm not doing that shit no more. No. $500 seems more reasonable. Bargain with me. And like you look and you're like, bro, you just made a killing. crazy. It's a mentality, like it's a mental illness that needs to be corrected. Because if not, then you won't ever scale up. Because you'll always be why? Because you'll always be looking at things like, man, damn, that's kind of expensive, dog. I like, bro, man, $3,000 for that stuff, man. Hell no. You cannot think like that and succeed. You cannot. If I told you right now you got to give me $10,000 right now, and I would hand you $40,000 back, and you knew that for a fact, would you do that, or would you go, man? You know what, bro? I'm not gonna do no shit like that. Why would I do that? That's too expensive. $10,000. You know what I could buy with $10,000? I'm not gonna do that. Yes, I know what you could buy with $10,000, but look at what you're getting from it. If I told you that you gotta spend $10,000, and then when I give you X, Y, and Z dollars back, you gotta put $5,000 off to the side, to then, as insurance, would you do that? Yes, you would. That's all that you're doing. Your mentality needs to change. Not you. I'm speaking in third person. Make meme coins
I
cool, bro.
honestly detest that mentality, bro. When you can't invest in yourself, but then turn around and buy something else that you know you ain't getting nothing back for it. Anytime you invest in yourself, man, bro, you securing your future, bro. Think about your generation, bro. Think about what's gonna come out of you, bro.
Yeah.
And if you putting in your effort, if you ain't never accomplished nothing in your life, bro, that's gonna be, not saying something to look at. You gotta check yourself with it.
100% got to change yourself. Guys, it starts mentally. Guys, because it doesn't matter how much money you have if your brain is cooked. Like, guys, I could teach you X's and O's all day. But if you're not a millionaire mentally, then you won't stay a millionaire. You won't know how to build $1 million business.
It's very true. Very true.
So
You gotta be one mentally before you get there.
dead serious. It's the know how to
I
that's
secured
important, and
my
that's
future
exactly why
back
you're
in
inside Discord.
1982
That's exactly why Discord is there. Because you get to
when I
see
returned from
someone doing it on
the
a
Air
daily
Force
basis,
Academy and flight training.
and
I
and see
got
what we're doing
paid
right and what we're
for
doing wrong. It is transparent across
the
the board
18
all the
months
way.
or so I was there.
There's zero confusion.
And I
Make
took
sure, Grant, double check that and make sure
$5,000 or
that's case
so when I
sensitive.
bought 2,000 shares of Lockheed Martin at $2.87.
I'm mad thankful for
And
that.
I
Thanks.
and
I'm
I
thankful for
still
that too,
own
bro.
every share. Yes,
You got
sir.
me with my mental and patience. Listen to this, man.
I get
Thanks, bro.
6,050 every quarter in dividends.
I was watching a video yesterday. It was talking about this guy who pretty much had like $2.8 million in liquid and how he got there. And he was saying how building that is boring, right? People don't want to do that because it's boring. Because doing the same thing every day, eating the same thing, going to the gym, right? Everything that requires
That's not it.
discipline is boring.
That's not it, bro.
So even
Yeah.
here,
Is this it, Grant? I said case sensitive. That's not case sensitive.
It's a shame our society doesn't teach you anything about the stock market or how to invest your money, save your money.
Every single person that was granted access to this, can
It's
you
all
please do
it's
me a
all
favor?
BS
Can
what
you
they
please
teach you.
come over
They
here
don't
and
teach
click
you
the boost and
anything
boost?
useful
Please.
you can use
Just click
in
this
life.
boost button, please, for this indicator. Please.
Then when you get out there, then you got to go to college and pay outrageous amount of money, and then you got to get a job and work for
Latanya,
25 years.
Latanya, I'm getting ready to just DM you the link directly, so that
It's
you can just click on this
ridiculous.
link and just pull it up on your chart and favorite it, just in case you're confused. Guys, listen, the link is right over here, and I'm going to send it inside the chat as well. Here it is right here. So, excuse me, just click on it right there. There it is right there.
I mean, I enjoyed what I did.
They want to go higher and not lower.
All years I worked, I enjoyed it. Now I'm enjoying my retirement.
Thank you, Block, for listening, for being a part of us. Click on that link right there. It'll pull it up right there directly, and then like you can just save it. Make sure you add it to your favorites, and please click the boost button. It's free. All you gotta do is click the boost, but it's free once you're inside Discord.
Overweight lunch sweep is
Go
that's
lower
pretty
it,
nice.
please. But I'm not gonna trade no more.
Okay.
I'm not goofing around with this. I literally have no more accounts to trade. None. I've made money on 3,500 accounts. I have no more to trade. I'm like, dude, I'm done. There's nothing I can do. Because my other 9 or my other 6 are at the payout, and hopefully they approve it today. Well, they approve it today. Hopefully, I'll see what's going on. I have nothing to trade. Like, I don't just trade just to trade. I trade because I see something, and it makes sense, and then once I accomplish a small portion of what I'm trying to accomplish, I am done. I don't goof around. There's no need for me to. I don't want to goof around. I don't want to. I don't want to add over market exposure. Do you see this weird pattern they got going on over here? Look at this.
Yeah, that's
Imagine if I
crazy.
would
I
have
was
shorted
waiting
this, bro. I would have lost.
34, 34.65. I'm waiting for it to come down to that. And it just did some crazy stuff, bro.
Jesus, I would have lost. Imagine that.
I was just about to come into a short to go ahead and take that out, you know what I'm saying? Real quick little scout, in and out, you know what I'm saying? And then it came back. I'd have got booped on right there.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're lucky. You gotta be fast in market conditions like these where it's just
I'm gonna keep
chopping
on working
around
on
up
that
top.
script today. Every accounting green. Guys, tomorrow's the last day to trade of the week. Please understand that tomorrow's the last day to trade of the week. Why so? Why? Why not Thursday? What are you talking about? Huh? You might think it's non-farm payrolls on Thursday, right before a holiday. They're going to be moving some furniture around on Thursday. It's best not to goof around on that. Don't do that. You've been warned. They're going to do what? They're going to be moving some furniture, boy. As my OGs would say. As my OGs would say. Did you change your settings in the indicator? No, I didn't change no settings. What's doing? I didn't change no settings. That's exactly how it is. I mean, like, you can adjust the settings directly. You can come over here and click settings, and you can adjust it. You see this? Just make sure you have remove highlight once price returns to original close. Put option calls, maybe. I don't know if they're going to go higher or lower. I got to double check. I'll send it out from inside Discord. I sent out the pre-market trading plan the day before. I have no idea. I'm going to have to see how this market closes. So this market doesn't close to another 4 more hours almost. So I got to see what they do right now. And then I can see what they're getting ready to do. Yeah, as the OGs was swinging right out of the window. Exactly. On behalf of everybody who trades the Flying Bounce, thank you, bro, for staying up to 4 a.m. making this for us. No problem, bro. How is it? It's pretty solid. You can see it over in SPX, right? Is it? My only thing is so I'm going to have to. So I've noticed I'm going to have to add an update to it, right? But I got the clear one showing. I'm going to have to add an update that shows this, that does this. The update that does this. So, like this, close of 34. Okay, no, not that. Like this, for example. Like this didn't show. This 7 that I shorted on over here and targeted when I was out here did not show. So close of 74 and in a low of 81, this did not show on this indicator. It's only showing the clear ones from up or down. It's only showing these ones that are clear in one direction. The ones that were like they closed down, but then they immediately gap back up again, like opposite of that candle. That's what it's not showing. It's showing the truest of the truest of the true volume imbalances. That's what it's showing. Okay, I appreciate you. You found it? Okay, good. That's what it's the truest of the true. Like the blue bloods. I gotta add this to where like because this is still a volume balance to me. True volume, this is still a true one. Where like they'll close it here, for example. It'll close here at this circle. What is that? People might get a weird image. I don't know what that was. So ignore that. Excuse me. It'll close here, for example.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
crazy.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
what image that was. Like this is what I drew by mistake. Like it's like I drew some weird shit like this. I had to exit out of that. And look, my brain still decided to go back to it. And double down on it. What the hell is wrong with me? Most of y'all didn't even catch it. So I should have just leave it be. Be on alert. Stop goofing around. Anyway, only reason I'm on this Discord. Anywho, if we close here at this arrow here, and then the next candle opens up here, and the lower this next candle is like this is still a volume imbalance. But it's not showing this. It's only showing this right now. The truest of the true. That other one is even a little bit more challenging to read. That other one is far more challenging to read. I'm being dead serious. The one that I want, the one that's not showing is far more challenging to read. I'm being dead serious. But it's still one though. So don't get it confused. I'm going to try and add that to the update. I'm going to try and update it. But it will at least show this automatically. And if they touch it, then it's over. Like right over here, right now, up here at this top, this is a 10. You see that? You see how this is a 10 on the SPX? It's showing the truest of the true. And you see how they're getting ready to come back for it? Let's watch. Watch them come back for it. Look. Watch what happens when they come back for it. Watch. Look. Watch it disappear. Watch. This is what it should do. When they touch it, it should disappear. Truest of the true. You now understand market direction and where they could potentially be going, and it's literally at your fingertips now, and it's free when you're inside Discord.
I was gonna say, you want Zelle or Cash App for that?
I'm not trying to.
Going live, what? ES looking like 1, 2, 3, I believe.
Man, they about to come over here and fill this volume.
I'm
and then figure it out. Look, watch what happens. Look, watch this. Watch them touch it. Look now. Look, you can see it now. Look. Watch them. You can now see where they're going right now before they go. Look at this. You see how they touched it, but they didn't feel it, and it didn't feel? Watch them. Watch out. Let me shake Zero's message. Oh, I appreciate that, Zero. Yeah, let me double check up on that, Zero. Yeah, I gotta say like what you're talking about. I gotta know what you typed in order, like I gotta know the settings that you put in there in order for it to plot what it's missing. It already catch those imbalances yours is missing. Yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, double check that for me, bro, and send that to me. Let's just chop it up about that. Zero. Limits not bought. No dad though. Hey, what's up, District? Next week just to save more. So excited next week just to save more. Good job. Good. Need that. Yeah, just DM me. DM me inside Discord. Is this large?
I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm gonna keep this worship music on and leave with my $240 on this green account. Yeah, it just touched it right now.
Look, bang.
Yep.
Just filled it just now. And it just disappeared. You saw that? You now know where they're going right now before they even go, or at least you have a hint. You see how you see how they filled that? You don't even have to think no more, because now you just beyond now you just out on the ping. I'm gonna try and continuously update this, and I'm gonna fine tune it and fine tweak it. Like maybe like I might add an option to set an alert whenever it's filled or something like that. I don't know.
Does it come with the sound, the pinging sound?
Nah, not right now. Not right now. I'll send out more updates. But for right now, it shows it right now being formed, and you can see it in real time. For now, at least. What are you trading? NQ futures. They want to go higher. Time stay at 12:22. Does it only work on SPX? Nope, it works on everything. It works on the QQQ. If you come over here like this, and if you do this right over here on the QQQ, look. If you come over here and click settings like this, and you click exit up, remove highlights, look. This right here was the last true volume balance over in the QQQ. Look, it was a 2 right over here. Look. Here. It was a 2, and then they filled it immediately like the next minute. Look, there was nothing else here. Other than obviously what I said that it was missing. Other than that, look, nothing else here. They didn't create anything else. It shows it on the QQQ too. It shows it on the QQQ and it shows it on the SPY too. You see how it's over here on the SPY? It works across every single asset. I also have it on NQ and MNQ as well in the event that they show something that only occurs once a month. It's very rare that you'll find it on MNQ, so you're not going to see it, or NQ, you're not going to see it, unless it's like a cataclysmic news event or something. Even then, though, it's still absolute. So you're not really going to see it on it. I'm just being honest with you. I'm being honest with you, so you're not going to see it. But nevertheless, I still have it here on this chart. It's just not going to show up. I had a feeling once it used its previous 4-hour highs. Yeah. I think they better go lower. Re-entry at 420? For what? 420 for what? For a long? The last thing I'll be doing is trying to long this. I'll be looking for every reason on that's why they're getting ready to start going lower and start hunting sell side like this. Like to flash this, snap this trend line like this and come down into this zone and then do something like this. I'll be looking for every reason to start taking base hits to the sell side. I would extend this trend line even damn near. I would extend this trend line like this. Hell, even. I would do something like this. And if they touch this trend line, I'll be on hyper alert. Because this is going to come into the equation for a snap lower. Blue account, psychology mystery. Okay. Yeah. Done for the week. I'll come back again next week. Yes, sir, Jesse. Are you exercising a daily loss limit, Jesse, on the accounts? We need to exercise a daily loss limit. We need to tighten the risk management. Are you blowing the accounts all in one day? Or do you have a daily loss limit of 50% of the liquidation value of the account? It should take you minimum 2 days to blow an account. See, this right here is what it's not showing. You see this? You see how it's not showing this volume balance right now? You see this? This is a volume balance still. You see this? Close at 13 and the high of this candle over here is 5. This is an 8-point volume balance right over here, but it's just not showing it because it didn't gap up or gap down immediately. It just gapped within the candle. I am going to add this. I'm going to add that today. I'm going to work on that today. You short? I'm not in no position. I've already made my money. I'm not going to do it. No, sir. I'm already up almost like $10,000 today across my accounts. I'm not going to. No more. I have a goal in mind and I'm trying to accomplish. I'm done. You see how they came back for this volume balance? Did you see this? Look. You see how they came back for that 8, for that true, and they just filled it just now? You see that? I'm going to add this so that you can understand clear, immediate term market direction when it's formed. Guys, listen. The timestamp is 12:26. Today was not necessarily an easy day to trade, but we understood the market direction today. If you took a loss today, we need to try and figure out why you lost. We need to review that. We need to, guys. It's July 4th weekend. I got to try and figure out what day I want to still run the mentorship because I still want to do that. It's probably going to be Sunday because I want you to enjoy your Saturday. But I'm unsure what we might do. We honestly might just run the class. Wait, Friday, July 4th. Okay. So damn sure no class on that day. Okay, never mind. I'm unsure what we might do with the class. I got to try and figure it out. Guys, as always, the mentorships and stuff like that are free whenever you're inside here. Guys, there's zero excuse anymore. There's zero excuse. There's zero excuse as to why you're not in here and as to why you're not learning. The only excuse I could honestly make is that you're still vetting me, which is fine. But if you've been watching me trade for anything longer than 7 days, there's zero excuse. None. Haven't the market traditionally been bullish on the 4th of July weekend? I have absolutely no idea. I expect nothing and I react now. I used to always get into those statistics, like those weird statistics where people say, well, the market hasn't been green for 7 days in a row on a leap year ever. And then I'll go, oh shoot, well, this is a leap year. So I'm just making this up. Well, so it's a leap year, so let me buy puts. And then the market would literally make that one-time exception. I would lose all my money and blow up my account. So I don't draw any conclusions. I trade what I'm seeing. With day trading, I'm trading what I'm seeing. I'm not going off of no weird statistics. You want to know why? Because when the market went up, you want to know why? Because when the market did this here, every single person was like, well, the market's never done this before, ever. When the market went green for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 straight days. Everyone, literally in a row in April, and blew up everybody's accounts. Everyone was like, the market's never been green for 7 or 8 days in a row. Next day, we've never done this. It's been traditional. Man, this market don't care about that. And then we had one red day, and everyone was like, buy puts, and they just went sideways because it's still within this candle on this liquidation squeeze. They didn't do nothing, so they went sideways for 2 days, and then the next day they gapped it up 2% again, and then they went sideways again, and then they gapped it up again. Dude, these red candles are not really red candles. They just went sideways. They didn't go no lower. This market went green for 14, 15, 16, because that's the sideways. Well, I'm sorry, 15, that's sideways again. 16, 17, slight dump, maybe 1%. 18, 19, 20, sideways, but still higher. 21, 22, 23, 24, sideways but higher. We just closed a little bit lower, but we still went higher. 22, 23, I'm losing count. I can't even count this high. 24, 25. Now we went lower a little bit, but we still closed up higher slightly from where we went down there where we opened. Sideways again. 24, 25 straight days, and then we went lower. They never even considered going lower at all for 24 straight trading days. That is a month and a half almost. They never decided to go lower.
Yo, even
I don't
your
give a
3
shit about
hour.
nothing about traditional. I want to trade what I'm seeing. Yo, talk to me. So what?
Yo, if you look at your 3 hour, you'll see that everything flipped bullish from last night, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, like I caught that off of the 3 hour actually, and I took a 10 minute entry on it.
Guys, like I always say, we're live. Guys, we're live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from TikTok, 10 a.m. in the morning from inside Discord. Do this every single day, man. Like I was saying earlier, there's zero excuse. There's zero excuse. You see what's going on. Everybody has their own learning curve, though. Will I tell you that you'll be making $5,000 a day within 2 months or within a month from being inside here? No, some of you will. But no, some of you it may take you 6 months. But
Did you remember when when I asked you when I first joined, bro? My goal was to just make $250 a day. You could remember that,
I
bro?
remember that like it was yesterday.
You were like, that shit is more than possible, bro. And now I'm freaking doing 15K a month, bro. Like, I didn't even think that was possible. I'll be honest with your ass, bro.
I told you that it was going to change. I told you that. That was literally what I told you. I remember that because you was like, bro, dude, I remember you watched from that TikTok and you was like, bro, dude, like, man, bro, if I could just make $150, $200 a day, man, you know what? Man, I'm good. I promise you I'm not going to ask for no more. And I tell people all the time, and I said, listen, that's BS. I know for a fact that that's going to change. You just don't see the vision yet. I can see it within you. It's just that right now you might not see it, but I promise you that $150 to $200 is going to turn into about $500 to $1,000 a day real quick, because you're going to see, and it's going to make sense. And you trading cash account, probably. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I am.
Let alone the damn funders. $1,500 a day on the funders will come real easy after like a month or two. Might not take you several months like that. But I tell people all the time here. I asked them this question, and I go, guys, you understand a very important concept. You understand the concept of, man, you know what? I got to go to school, and I need to hire a mentor, as in a teacher, as in a professor at a university. More traditionally, in order for me to get a high-paying job, like a high-paying professional job, even a skilled, experienced job like welding, like Fire does, he needed a mentor. Now he didn't go to school directly for it. His father was his mentor, but his father was very successful. He had a mentor living with him. So, because I know some people are thinking, well, Fire is different. He still had a mentor. But you still understand that. You still understand that for something like that, you need to go to trade school. You need like trade school, like not trading with stocks. I'm talking about trade school, as in like welding school. You understand that to get a job better, a cut above the rest. And you understand you got to do that for years, for 4 or 5 years, 6 years at a time. Hell, a doctor 8, 12 years post grad. But when it comes to this, where people are making $5,000 to $10,000 a day doing this, oh, that's different, huh? You don't need no mentor. You can just go on Reddit and just start pulling up random articles out your ass, huh? You don't need no help with that, huh? What makes you think that's any different? Are we living in the same reality? That's why 98% of people fail doing this, because it's everybody that's not a millionaire convincing people that one, that's the case, and that two, that the millionaires who've already done it should do it for free. And like if they don't get you to that point, to where like how Fire just said, then it's a scam. Like, bro, teach me how to make $1,500 to $2,000 a day in cash, bro. And if you don't, it's a scam. So I'm not gonna do that, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Why? Who told you that? Other people who aren't doing that. That's what they told me. So I'm gonna listen to them. That makes sense. Well, okay, so are they doing that? Are they millionaires yet? Multi-millionaires, these people that are telling you that? No. Well, if it was so easy, why isn't everyone doing that? I'm gonna exit out of this. This dude's making too much sense. I'm gone. He's challenging me. It's easy for me to just forget and just come back over and just watch for free. I don't want to do that. Holy shit. That dude almost, damn, he was almost onto something. He was almost onto something. Huh. I almost went against the crowd. I almost didn't jump off that cliff without the sheep. Jesus. Dude telling me to turn around. Are you kidding me? I almost didn't jump off that cliff. God damn it. Jokes on him. Okay. Be on alert. All right, everyone, I'm done for the day. Y'all stay up. Christ is King. Yes, sir. Be on alert. You need to watch out. You need to be on hyper alert. This is serious. This is not a joke.
So today is June 27th, 2026, and I just requested a payout. Man, hasn't been a long 6 months. I had a lot of doubters. I remember this one person saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You're gonna lose a lot of money in this shit. You're not gonna be shit. Like, you're not making money at all." And 6 months later, I got my payout. I just want to come here and say thank you, E, thank you, Insider, for everything you have done for me. All the talks that we had, I really appreciate you, bro. Like, February, March, I wanted to quit, and you talked me back into staying in it, stay on the grind, and this is the result. And I really appreciate you for everything you have done for me. And there's going to be a lot more payouts to go, I'm telling you. But thank you, E, for everything. I just want to come on here and say thank you, E, for everything, man. Like, you don't know. Like, I'm actually turned up. It's crazy. Because, like, I wanted to give up on this shit, man. Like, I'm not saying I was the poorest. I'm not saying I was the richest. But I'm a very, very humble guy, man. And all I wanted to do is help my mom's out with her rent, with her stuff like that. And you helped me a lot, man. Like, it's fucking insane. But, like, I really appreciate you, bro. Like, I just sent my mom $2,000 for her rent and shit. It hopefully helps. Like, man, I just want to say thank you for everything. Like,
You sitting over here goofing around. Those people inside there, bro, that are giving those crying testimonies, bro, they're scammers. They're all trying to get me. Me. They're trying to hustle me out of $59 per month. Yeah, me. Me in the middle of Plains, Iowa. Yeah, me. They want me. They want me.
Why you get the Agent Smith on?
They're trying to get me. They don't want me to succeed. Yeah, that's it. I'll blame everybody else. And slap away every hand that comes my way. Do you really offer free mentorship? I'm already in the trading, but use a little help. Yes, I do. Yes, it's free. I don't charge anything for the mentorship. Would that make you want to join? I'm asking you that question right now on purpose. I will turn you into a profitable trader. I will show you the way of how to make $1,000 to $1,500 minimum, $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000 a day plus, however much you choose to make. If I told you that I could do that right now and it's free, would you join? This is a very direct question. I don't even know if you're still listening right now. True, because you're not even following. It's a serious question. Would you? Yes, I'm interested in joining. I blew my first account. I'm on my second one. Okay. Common sense says yes, you would. Okay. Great. Perfect. You would. Hmm. If you knew for a fact that you could do that, but that cost you $59 per month, would you do it? if all you had to do in order to achieve this was $299, would you do it? Use my last to get this account because I believe in myself. Then nope, don't join. This message is not meant for you. Yes, 1000%. Nope. This message is not meant for you, unfortunately. Because you need to lock in regards to because just the one thing about me is I trade is I'm very very transparent. I'm very honest because I grew up because I don't make really no money at all from Discord, none. I'm being dead serious, and so I have no obligation in order to lie to you or to deceive you. I'm only going to tell you the truth. Listen. If you're using your last in order to purchase an account, there's other things that you need to be focused on. You need to watch here for Frit because you can't even take advantage of the things that's inside here. You will not be able to. And the moment that you go down, you're going to think that your life is ending. So you cannot do that. That's one of the most dangerous things you can do. And I'm just telling you the truth. So I know that may hurt, but I'm being honest with you. I do have students inside here though that have joined using DoorDash money, but like so they didn't have any money, but they still found other methods in regards to how to join. They've done that. Look, they've done that. Look, I told him the same thing. What I said is I told him the same thing. Where's this at? Where's it at? See, I used to have negative 2,000 in my bank account. By the way, this dude live streams now, helping other people. So he's a profitable trader now. And now I make roughly 10K per month. Y'all know I haven't even been trading for long either. I just joined this Discord. I joined this Discord with nothing. Now I got my car paid off and I'm not in debt and my life has done a full 360. These are not paid actors. They're not trying to do trust me. No offense, me or you are not that special. We're not trying to get you. He says, I remember being up on NQ's TikTok like 8 months ago going, you sure I can change my life? That's what you just asked me. He says, bro, you're paying for a family and a skill. That's what I just told you before I even showed you this. My answer is not going to change. He said, I questioned for about a month. Then he popped up and I said, F it. Next thing I know, my relationship with God, I'm not going to teach you relationships with religion because I don't care what religion you are. So he came to this conclusion through enlightenment. I'm unsure why. He says, I found hella like-minded people. That is true. And I started making great money. This is because of you, bro. I'd never be in the spot if it wasn't for you. And I told him, no, that's because you studied. It took you 5-6 months to get here, but you're here now. Because that's literally what I did. I learned the basics how to read the market to a T, and went off with it. He says he really is a good mentor. He says, same more. He said, I joined this. This is what I'm trying to show you. Excuse me. I joined this using my DoorDash money. hmm He said, I'm not gonna lie, I cried. He said, I spent nights crying myself to sleep. A grown man. He said, I'm glad I didn't give up though. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you the same thing I told him. If you are on your last leg and you have like $40 to your name, if you are on your last leg and you have $40 to your name, you need to not join. You should not be trading. You should do watch for free. I pay $59 a month and I've learned from emotional trading. I just got approved on DoorDash. Oh wow, nice. Good job. That's dope, bro. So yeah, wow, that's crazy. Just story just like his. but you need to study up on that knowledge center. You can't join Discord without that knowledge center. That knowledge center is why I don't charge anything. That knowledge center is $49 for 3 months. I invite you before you spend a dime to sign up for a 3-day free trial and just to go over that knowledge center. Just take your time on that knowledge center for like 3 days. And then it's $49 for 3 months with the access. And then you can join Discord. There are no hidden fees. I don't charge anything else. You get access to all the indicators that I have inside here. All of that is free. Nothing. The mentorships on the weekends, I run 2-hour-long mentorships on the weekends. That's free. You can ask whatever questions you got. I'll outline those. I'll DM you. I'll walk you through whatever it is that you're struggling with. And on top of it, you get to see me trade live, and you get to ask questions and bounce ideas off of other students. All of that is from within here. Nothing will be charged to you. The mentorship itself is free. You're just paying for the access to be in here.
If only they knew they could have catch that 1150 macro, that 8
1150
plus
macro is
setup.
crazy. Look what they did from 1150. Look, they never went lower.
This shit is crazy.
Holy shoot, look at that. That's a 3 that was just formed. The 1150 macro is crazy, boy. You never short 1150. Don't ever do that in your life. So the monthly won't be okay. Yeah, you never do that. But like I said, I just recommend you give it a trial. Give it a trial. 3-day trial and come hang out with us for 3 days. I mean, why? Look at that 3-point volume balance right over there. It's small. I don't pay attention to 3s. I pay attention to 5s or greater. They want to keep squeezing higher indefinitely. They don't want to go lower. Guys, timestamp 12:48. Guys,
Yo, Eve, isn't this month, May, June, July, like the craziest bullish month that we usually have, though?
I got no idea.
Like when I look at the chart, like look at the monthly charts, like I noticed like these 3 months, coming on to like summertime, is mostly bullish.
Guys, yeah. I didn't know that. Guys, I'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the last day of the week to trade. I'll send out the pre-market trading plan. Guys, I want to cut this live stream at 12:45. And guys, DM me if you have any questions. If you were listening to my voice and you're inside Discord and you still can't find access to the indicator, the indicator itself is inside the indicator itself is inside the indicator section inside the Discord. It's right here. It's inside
Wait,
there. It's right here.
you said they're closing the market early this week?
The who?
Wait, what you said just now? I'm just asking. Wait, are they closing the market early for this week
correct.
or no?
Yes, correct. The market's closed on Friday. You don't need to be traded on 4th of July weekend. Not you. I'm speaking in general. We don't need to be traded on 4th of July weekend. Yeah. We don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, on a holiday that shit moves too choppy. Well, sometimes it give a move, sometimes it don't give you shit.
Right. Here it is right over here. It's the true volume balance indicator. All right, so there it is if you're confused. The thing that kills me, if folks look at their bank accounts, they probably spend more on DoorDash than what this and even other communities may cost a month. It's true. You can't speak to no millionaire trader, especially not one that's going to trade live in front of you, for no less than $250 a month. And mentorship, he's going to charge you $250 to $500, damn near almost an hour, or per class. And you need multiple classes. You went to school for 7 hours a day for 5 days a week, and they still sent you home with homework for 12 straight years. And you think that there's going to be some crazy magic potion, and most of the stuff that you learned in there was useless because you're not even using it for real today. And you think there's going to be some crazy magic potion where you pay some influencer $1,500 for 3 classes, 3 generic classes, and you're just going to turn into a millionaire trader? Are you crazy? Use your brain. Think about that logic that I just showed you. I just told you about. Be on alert. There's another gap over here. This thing isn't showing it. Gotta watch for these. All right, guys. I'm gone. I'm out of here. All right, Alan. Catch you later. I believe in you and I love you. NQinsider.com if you want to join our community. We'll be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard